Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, ChriskaYoga. In today's video, we will be doing a quick yoga routine to improve your balance. Balancing on one leg can be tough. Practicing yoga is a great way to improve your balance, increase your strength in your legs and your core, and just help you to feel more balanced and feel stronger. Before we get started, if you are not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell next to the subscribe button down below this video. It is free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a subscriber and as a part of this growing community. So, if you're ready, grab your yoga mat and let's get started. Begin on your hands and knees. Bring your knees right underneath your hips, shins parallel to one another, and your hands right underneath your shoulders. Spread all of your fingers wide, so your spine should be in one straight line from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. From here, on your inhale, tuck your toes, look up and forward, and spread your shoulders wide apart. This is cow pose here. On an exhale, you'll curve your spine in the opposite direction by tucking the toes, reaching the upper back towards the ceiling, looking towards the thighs, and rounding the spine for cat pose. Take another deep inhale through your nose. Come back to your cow by arching your back in the opposite way, tucking the toes, spreading the shoulders wide apart, looking up and forward. Exhale, untuck the toes, and then come back to your cat pose, looking towards your thighs, reaching the upper back all the way up towards the ceiling. And then you'll continue to move on your own breathing and your own timing. So with each inhale, you'll come here to your cow pose. And with each exhale, you'll come back to your cat pose. And just continue to move in and out, breathing deeply through the nose. From your final cat pose, your final exhale here, come back to a flat back, neutral spine. And then you're going to tuck your toes, press into the ground with your hands and your feet, and straighten your legs for your first downward facing dog of the class. Since it's your first down dog, you're still warming up your legs and your hips and your body. So just gently add some movement into your downward dog. Get into any areas of your legs or hips that feels tight. Bend and straighten, pedaling your legs, whatever you need to do here. And then when you're ready, come to stillness in your downward facing dog. Press your heels down towards the floor, and at the same time, your hips are going up and back on the diagonal. Pressing firmly into the ground with both of your hands. Feel your shoulder blades coming in towards your back. Hold and breathe. On your next inhale, raise your heels all the way up. Bend your knees. Look forward and take as many steps as you need, bringing your feet up to the top of your yoga mat. Coming to a forward fold here. Bend your knees to protect your hamstrings. It's still early in the class, so we want to protect the hamstrings and not stretch them too fast. So have a slight bend in your knees here in this forward fold. Take an inhale, straighten your spine, looking up halfway. And then on your exhale, come back to your forward fold. And on your next inhale, come all the way up to standing with a straight spine. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms flat onto the floor. Step back 1 foot at a time into plank. From your plank pose, set your knees down onto the floor, untuck your toes, and gently lower your whole body down onto your belly on the ground. Bring your forehead to the floor, hands next to your ribs, elbows pointed up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale, lift your head and your shoulders up, looking forward for a low Cobra arch. And then exhale, set your head down onto the ground. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your head up. Once again, low Cobra. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor behind you. And exhale, bring your head down to the floor. Press yourself up, tuck your toes, and straighten your legs into downward facing dog. Hold downward dog for a moment. To modify this Surya Namaskar A just a bit, take the right leg and step it forward in between your hands, bringing your knee directly above the ankle on the right. From here, set the left knee down onto the ground and untuck the toe. Press into the ground with your foot, your right foot, as you raise your torso up, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to clasp your hands together above your head, leaving your index and your thumbs out. Straighten the arms and we'll come to an arch, reaching the chest up towards the ceiling. This is a bit of a balance, so you might be feeling a bit wobbly. Just engage your core muscles and reach your arms up on the diagonal. From here, take your hands down to the floor, tuck your back toe, and press back into downward facing dog. We'll repeat that on the left. Take the left leg and step it forward, coming into low lunge on the left side, dropping the right knee down. The left knee should be directly above the left ankle. Press into the ground with your left foot and raise your torso up. You might feel a bit wobbly as this is a balancing pose, as I said before. Clasp your hands together above your head, leaving your index and your thumbs out. And on an inhale, open your chest up towards the ceiling and come to an arch. Hold for a moment, engage the core and abdominals. And come back up, release your hands. Bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toe. Step back, downward facing dog. Hold for 3 deep and full breaths. Take an inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, bringing the right knee directly above the right ankle. Keep the heel up on the left foot, so the ball of your left foot is on the floor. Press into the ground with both feet, lift up your torso for high lunge. Lunge forward into your right leg, reach your arms all the way up. Hold here. And then from here, shift your weight forward onto the right leg. Lifting the back leg up, we'll bring our hands to the hips. I'll turn to face you, but you don't have to turn, just so that you can see what I'm doing. Lift the left leg up, take hold of the ankle in your hands, and we're going to come into tree pose. So you can place the bottom of your left foot on the right inner thigh. If you're not quite that flexible right now, you can place the foot on your shin bone instead, but please avoid placing the foot on your knee. So wherever you are in your tree pose with your legs, stand up tall on the standing leg. Try not to sit into your right hip. And once you're settled, reach your arms all the way up. Keep reaching your hands And your arms energetically up, pressing into your leg with your left foot, and hold here. From here, release your foot from your leg and step the foot back into a lunge, a high lunge, just as we were doing earlier. And take an exhale, bring your hands down to frame your right foot, step back, downward facing dog once again. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward. High lunge on the left, bringing the left knee directly above the ankle. Press into the ground with the feet, lifting up the torso and the arms. Hold, breathe. From here, shift your weight onto the left leg. I've turned to face the camera once again so you can see what I'm doing. Lift the right leg off the ground and then turn that leg out from the hip and take hold of the right ankle in your right hand. And you can place the foot on the left inner thigh or, as I said earlier, the shin bone. But please do not place the foot on the knee as it will cause some knee damage and we don't want that. So once you're settled with your legs, stand up tall on the standing leg. Try not to sit into your left hip. Reach your arms all the way up and hold your balance here. From here, release the foot from the leg and step the leg back, the right leg, back into high lunge. Place the hands down to frame the left foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Hold for 3 deep inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees. Look forward and take as many steps as you need to come to the top of your yoga mat for a half forward fold. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing and reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. From here, step your legs out wide. Bring them parallel to one another. You should be about a little wider than the distance of your own leg. From here, bend your knees and place your hands on your hips. Send your hips back behind you and fold your torso over, bringing your hands to the floor. Relax your head over completely. You should be feeling a stretch in your glutes and your hamstrings and your low back. And just hold here and breathe. Press into the ground with your feet. Slowly come up to standing with a straight spine. Walk your heels in towards each other and come to sitting on the ground. Stretch your legs out in front of you and bend your right leg, placing the bottom of the foot on the floor and the knee pointed up towards the ceiling. Take the right leg and cross it over the left. And from here, you have the option of keeping the leg straight or bending it in, as I'm doing here, bringing the left heel in towards the right glute. We'll come into a twist by wrapping the left arm around the right leg. Bring the right arm behind you. Take an inhale and use your arms to help you lengthen your spine up. And on your exhale, twist your upper body around to the right, looking as far behind you as you can. Remain here in your twist, keeping both sits bones even on the floor. With each inhale that you take, lengthen the spine even further. With each exhale, twist a little bit deeper and remain here. Slowly unwind from your twist and uncross your legs and switch sides. So straighten the legs out and bend the left. Crossing the left over the right, you have the option of keeping the right leg straight or bending it in for a deeper hip stretch. Sit up tall on both sits bones at the bottom of your pelvis. Wrap your right arm around your left leg. Bring your left arm behind you. Take an inhale. Use your arms to help lengthen your spine up, and on your exhale, twist your upper body around to the left. Looking as far behind you as you can. Lengthen the spine each time you inhale. Twist a little bit deeper each time you exhale. And hold here. Slowly unwind from your twist, uncross your legs, and come to lying on your back. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in towards your chest. Hold on to your shins. Flex your feet. Breathe into your hip sockets. Feel them softening in as you hug the legs inward. Feeling a gentle stretch in the glutes, and the hamstrings, and the low back. Hold here. Release your hands from your legs. Set the feet down. Straighten the legs out and come into a Shavasana. Separate your legs apart and relax them completely. Have your hands down by your sides and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Come back to your breath. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Begin to quiet your mind by focusing on your breath and remain here. Bring some slight motion back into your body, gently moving your limbs. Bend your legs. Roll onto the right side and rest there with your knees bent and your arm under your head. Use your hands to help you come up to a seated position. Cross your shins, flex your feet under your knees, sit up tall. Bring your hands to your legs, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest and bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this class. If you liked it, hit that like button, give it a thumbs up down below the video, and let me know in the comment section below any yoga classes you would like to see on this channel, any yoga topics you would like me to discuss. I always love to hear from you, so definitely let me know in the comment section below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a subscriber and as a part of this growing community here on YouTube. For even more yoga resources from me, check out my website, ChriskaYoga.com, and don't forget to also follow me over on Instagram at ChriskaYoga for yoga motivation and inspiration, behind the scenes of this YouTube channel, and so much more. All of the links to everything that I mentioned and more are listed in the description box below. Thank you so much. See you next time.